Hey everyone, Dave here, December 1773. With me as always is Ryan. This is episode whatever the fuck of the weekly show. We don't even know. We split it up into a billion episodes now. Like us, follow us, comment along, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, especially Rumble. Rumble is maybe the free speech alternative to YouTube. Not sure. Ryan's going to shatter my dreams on Friday, apparently. Today we are going to talk about Paul Pelosi. Paul Pelosi, there is now body cam footage and a 911 phone call that we get to hear. And I got to tell you, I don't think it doesn't sell the case to me. I'm not, I thought it was a little sketchy before. I just have more questions than I ever had.
It reminds me of when Jimmy Kimmel sung the new COVID variant vaccine song or whatever. Like the most staged shit I've ever seen. Who opens the door?
If we're gonna get into it, I mean it's fucking crazy. Paul's got a drink in his hand. He's holding the other guy's hammered calmly. He's opening the door. Oh, hey, what's going on?
They're definitely sucking each other off, though.
But before we get into that part of it, I want to play the 911 call because I don't know if anyone watching has ever had to call 911. I hope for your sake you have not, especially given yesterday's episode. But
push one for the aggressive cops. Push two for the calm cops.
Two, please. I would imagine, and I've never had to call the police, but if somebody broke into my house and I was resorting to calling the police, I would imagine I would have a sense of urgency in my voice, perhaps a little bit of fright. Not entirely sure exactly how I'd handle the situation, but I know it wouldn't sound like this.
San Francisco Police 74.
2022. Oh, I guess I called by mistake. What is this?
This is San Francisco Police. Do you need help?
Oh, well, there's a gentleman here just waiting for my wife to come back. Nancy Pelosi.
223
he's just waiting for her to come back, but she's not going to be here for a day, so I guess we'll have to wait.
Okay, do you need police, fire, or medical?
I love, just real quick, I love the lady's like, okay, do you need something?
For anything?
8 seconds.
I don't think so.
0223.
Do you need police, fire, or medical? I don't think so.
There's is the Capitol Police around?
Are the Capitol Police
No,
there?
They usually protect my wife. They're usually here at the house protecting my wife.
No, this is San Francisco Police.
Friday.
The lady is clearly...
I understand.
2022.
Okay, well,
0224
I don't know, what do you think?
18 seconds.
He turns... Hold on, in case anyone missed. He asks the intruder who broke into his house, what do you think? I've never had someone break into my house before. I can't stress this
Just
enough.
wait while you're on the phone.
But I can't imagine a scenario where I turn to the intruder and ask him if he thinks I need the police here.
Are you like gonna leave or?
He thinks everything's good.
He thinks it's good.
Okay. Call us
The
back if
lady's
you
stunned.
change your
She's
mind.
like, I don't even know what to say.
No. This gentleman just came into the house, and he wants to wait here for my wife to come home.
Real quick, I don't know if you caught that, okay? I'm going to back it up a little bit. The way he phrases it...
He says he's good.
The way he phrases it is this gentleman just came into my house. Just came in. I'm sorry, if somebody broke into my house, I'm not going to say, well, this guy just came into my house and he was looking for my wife.
But he thinks everything's good.
Okay. Call us back if you change your mind.
No. This gentleman just came into the house, and he wants to wait here for my wife to come home. And so, anyway, he told me to put the phone down.
Do you know who the person is?
He told me to put the phone down.
No, I don't know who he is. He has this. He's telling me not to. He's telling me not to do anything.
What is your address, sir?
Obviously, they bleeped the address. I get it.
What is your name?
My name is Paul Pelosi.
I'm husband of Nancy Pelosi.
Friday.
Anyway, this gentleman says that he thinks everything ought to, he's telling me to put the phone down.
He's telling me to put the phone down.
Do what he says.
18 seconds.
Okay?
Okay, what's the gentleman's name?
I don't know. What's that?
My name's David.
The name is David.
Okay, and who is David?
I don't know.
The home intruder is just calmly complying with the lady on the
he
phone.
He says he's a friend, but as I said, I've never...
But you don't know who he is?
No, ma'am.
48 seconds.
Okay.
He's telling me I'm being very leading, so I got to stop talking to you, okay?
He's telling me I'm being very leading.
Okay. You sure I can stay on the phone with you just to make sure everything's okay?
Oh, that's fine.
No, he wants me to get that off the phone.
0 to 26
Okay.
Okay.
and 0 8
Thank you.
seconds.
Okay, bye.
Holy fuck.
It is such a bizarre phone call.
Do you think that guy is that insulated that like he's never either A, been punched in the face, B, had a serious event go wrong in his life, or like, do you think he's just like so used to everything being having insulated his world so safe?
Maybe.
And
I mean, that's an interesting point, but if anything else, I would feel like it would be the opposite. To the point where, since everything always is so correct, like the most minor thing goes wrong should flip your switch and you should be freaking out. Because I don't know how to handle the situation. I'm not an adult. So if somebody breaks into the house, I would almost think to have more panic in his voice, not less.
yeah, it's also odd because like, could you imagine like a guy breaking in and he's not like, he's like creepy? Like, hey, bud. You know, like, I don't know. Like, the guy sounded, I mean, at the time when we covered it on this podcast, as long as it's still on the internet,
Probably not.
this guy was like sleeping in a fucking storage unit and all sorts of other crazy stuff. And
Yeah.
he looked like he's on a spectrum of something. And like, I don't know. I couldn't imagine like this weak, I don't know. This is odd. The whole thing's odd. The actual video of the police showing up is what really I thought was kind of incredible.
Yeah, which we have here. We'll play that real quick too. Again, no sense of urgency. You can see it on the video too. Like he's calmly standing there, holding a drink in his hand, and just gently grasping the hammer that the other guy's holding.
I definitely don't want all of you. Hello.
No, the cam clip appears to be
Hi.
cut.
How you doing?
How are you?
What's going on, man?
Everything's good.
Hi. Drop the hammer.
No.
Hey.
No?
Hey.
What is going on right
I'm
now?
not getting an answer on call back.
Bro, oh shit.
Calls in the area that someone in
So, really quickly.
Crazy.
Two things about this. So you could hear it in the phone call too. Like the dispatcher was very confused about the whole situation because it didn't seem real. I hate to say it that way, but it didn't seem real. She was like, this is a lady who gets a lot of calls every day, I'm assuming, and she knows how to handle a situation. And this one was so bizarre. She was like, I don't know what to do because you're on the phone. You're like, do you need anything? And he's like, no. And she's like, okay, why'd you call? Like, what? And the officer, you can see it in the video too. He's like, what's going on? Like, he doesn't know how to, he's very confused because normally on a home intrusion, I'm sure you're not gently knocking on the door and then the door opens and two men are standing there. One has a drink in his hand. The other has a hammer. Very weird. I don't know. The whole thing is weird. It's weird. I don't know what else to say about it, Ryan. It's fucking weird.
Disclaimer, this is just like my opinion.
It's just like your opinion.
It seems fake as shit. Like, I don't think you could stage a more ridiculous thing.
Yeah, it's
Is
like,
one of them on Ambient like Roseanne was or something, and that's like muscle relaxer? Is there drugs involved? Like,
is
like
everyone
muscle-
on Ambien? Is Ambien just in the water in San Francisco?
Yeah,
like,
is this
everybody
what-
seemed so weird in the whole situation.
Is this what happens when you can't take Adderall because you're so
like,
immune to it?
Ready, right there. Okay, so Paul's holding a drink in his left hand, like a true pro.
Yo, why didn't you run out of the fucking door? You could have.
So there's a lot of questions here. Yes.
I'm not gonna run away from a guy. He literally is in front of the door. Like, oh, hey, the cops are here. Let's go downstairs and greet them. He has
you can
fucking
kind of
stairs
see
right there. He doesn't sleep on the first floor. He's a fucking senator. They probably definitely sleep on the second floor for increased security.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's so many questions. So
It's unbelievable.
Well, I don't think he was sleeping. I think he was downstairs drinking because he's a drunk, which is fine. You know what?
They were having sex.
Whatever you do in your own house is fine.
Things got out of hand. The guy wanted to shove a hammer up his ass or something.
Listen, I love that theory, but this man is not having sex with Paul Pelosi in his white New Balances.
He had dad shoes on.
Dude, look at him. You can see him right now. He's got his white kicks on, dude.
Maybe
looks like he's ready to go fucking grill out after this.
Yeah, I was just gonna say maybe they were trying to cook out and things just went wrong.
Dude, so there he is.
I'm a big fan of your wife. I just want to wait for her. Yeah, put the phone down. He's saying, do you think we need the cops? No, we're fine. And then here it is. No, we're fine. Bam, hammer in the head.
Who asks the home intruder if we need the police? That has to be a first.
Imagine getting raped and asking the guy had a condom on.
Do you think...
You got protection, right?
Yeah. Do you think I need a plan B? No, you're fine.
You're fine. I gave you Tupac, baby.
So you can see David DePape does kind of like grasp Paul's arm when they open the door, maybe to prevent him from running, but it doesn't look like there's there's no urgency.
Dude, they're the same height and weight.
Standing here not running out of the door. Like, I'm trying something, right? I'm not standing there calmly with a drink in my hand.
I find it also difficult to think that senators aren't trained by Secret Service on what to do in case this happens. Like, you could hit him in the head with the cup. Whatever. Maybe I'm just a violent person. I don't know. I'm not letting a guy grab a fucking back to yesterday. I'm not letting a guy grab a hammer in my house. It's not happening. He
brought the hammer with him. There's another footage, which could potentially prove we were wrong about the glass on the outside. There is footage of him breaking in with a hammer.
Okay, I'd like to see the footage inside the Pelosi house.
Yeah, they don't have that. I'm sure there's no cameras in there.
Oh.
Right? I'm sure there's no security cameras inside the house, Ryan.
There's fucking ADT sticker on the window, David.
I don't know. The whole thing, again, weird. I don't. And then, so
the hammer makes sense. Him smashing the windows, yeah. He had to carry that from his storage unit, you know.
He's got a weird smirk on his face too, David DePape. He's like, "Hey, put the hammer down." He's like, "Nope."
No, I'm killing this guy.
I'm
still wondering, do we know what the guy was trying to achieve? Like, I know he just started waiting for Pelosi. But for what? Wanted to talk to her?
Yeah, well, obviously he was ultra MAGA, Ryan, and he wanted to try and overturn the election.
The election was already overturned, David.
I don't know. I don't know what the plan was long term, but like I said, the whole situation seems a little off. The phone call, when we heard everything the first time, I don't remember if you remember this, but nobody knew where the hammer came from originally. Do you remember that? People thought, like, well, maybe Paul went.
I thought Paul. That's what I thought happened. Like, he went and grabbed the hammer for defense, or the guy grabbed the hammer there, or
Right. So the guy brought the hammer with him to break into the house.
That's all he brought to break into a house.
Yep. Small ball-peen hammer. Maybe it's a claw,
6-ounce hammer.
Can't really see it too well.
No mask, no gloves.
No, he's breaking in. Hammer. He's breaking in with his New Balances and shorts. He did have a hoodie on.
Second-story window.
I think it was first story.
All right.
On the ground floor.
Well, I'm sure YouTube will censor it if it's wrong.
Yeah, you might have got it censored for your disinformation, right? Mail information. I'm not sure. Again, I've so many more questions than I had before.
Yeah, my real takeaway is this is just a distraction for what we're going to talk about on Thursday. Dave Ryan, December 1773. Catch you guys there every day during the week, Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Dave and I will be there commenting, having fun, and also shit posting on that D-bag.
Military grade shit posting.
Military grade shit posting.
We got Twitter files tomorrow, Ryan. Twitter files.
I'll be looking forward to it, David. As always, thanks for your time.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks. Go Bills.